My first cap for Scotland came in 1993. I'd been on the bench that season and was going into the last game, Scotland against England down at Twickenham, thinking I wouldn't get off the bench because players didn't really come off the field in injuries in those days and there was no tactical substitutions. But I did get on after about 20 minutes. Craig Chalmers broke his wrist, and when I went on the field, I have to say I was very nervous. I'd looked at the stands at Twickenham and didn't play well at all in the first 5 minutes. I think I missed 2 tackles, one of them getting Martin Bayfield on the lines too that year as he ran right through me. But after that I settled down and I loved being on that arena, playing for Scotland, getting the ball in my hands and taking on the opposition, and it gave me the determination and focus to do everything I could to get a second cap. My boyhood hero was Roy Laidlaw. He was scrum half during the great years, the early 80s. I remember watching the 84 Grand Slam and he was the main man. Loved him scoring tries at Lansdowne Road. And the fact my mum was from Jed, I had an inkling for anybody playing for the Borders and for Jed, and he was great and such a great man off the field as well. Scotland against France, last game of the Five Nations, our last ever game in the Five Nations Championship, and the first half of that game was the stuff of dreams. 5 tries, all of us playing almost 100% of our ability, and a real connection between players, knowing what someone was going to do, and to go to Paris, and a ground that would only won once in the last 34 years, and get a win and score 5 tries in the first half was just amazing. My toughest opponent has to be a borderer called Gary Armstrong. I was fortunate enough to play with Gary a number of times for Scotland and with the Borders, and he was a great teammate. But the times I played against him, when he was at Jed and I was at Gala, and also when I was at Northampton, he played for Newcastle, you wouldn't get a more committed player in the field. And in terms of what the body in the line, he hurt you every time he tackled you. He was some player. The greatest Scottish player of all time to me would be Jim Rennick. I loved what he did on the ball. He had a fantastic sidestep, handoff. Defensively, he was great. He could play in any position, probably in the back line. Thought he was very underrated when you look back at his career. And he played for a long time, so very durable. He had that bit of spark and toughness, which makes a great rugby player.